Hello everyone, myself Rotaract Aditi Shinde, the International Service Director of Rotaract Club of DYPSBB Satellite City. So on the occasion of International Day of Education, we are going to gather a few opinions and the thoughts on education from the club members, faculty as well as students. So let's check it. Okay, what does education mean to you?
Education for me is something which will make me ready for this industry to which wherein I'm going to work in. But also, education should also be able to make a child a good human being. After all, we are humans and we live in a society. And isn't it gonna be wonderful if people live with morals and ethos? So that is what education mean to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, one thing that you want to delete or add from the education system and why?
I want to delete the admission based on caste system. I want to add equal opportunity for everybody. It should depend on the maybe the income of the family. So I want to delete that.
Does education means only bookish knowledge or is it more than that, and why not?
Okay, so for me, education is not only about bookish knowledge, but also you should have practical knowledge in your life because, like, एजुकेशन यानी कि पढ़ाई भी इंपॉर्टेंट है एंड ऑल्सो प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज भी, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिकल स्किल अगर तुम्हारे पास है तो आई फील दैट यू विल बी एबल टू एक्सेल इन योर लाइफ बिकॉज यू विल हैव दैट प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस कि हाउ टू हैंडल ईच एंड एवरी सिचुएशन. सो फॉर अ चाइल्ड और फॉर अ स्टूडेंट bookish knowledge is also important because he has to gain idea regarding current affairs and also to live his life he has to know about practical experiences. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Okay. What do you think of an idea which says about lifelong education?
So I think lifelong education might be a good idea because education doesn't only mean learning from the books. It's not only bookish knowledge. It's also about experiences you gain from life. It's also about your things that you learn by meeting people. It's also about spending time with the environment, with your family. So all of that also matters. So I think there's no limit. There's no age limit for learning. You should maybe just trying out a new dish is also a form of learning, or maybe learning how to talk, learning how to communicate with people is also a form of learning. So I don't think we should restrict education only to the bookish knowledge. So in that sense, I feel like lifelong education can be a very good idea.
Thank you. Okay, what is your thoughts on the online education?
I would prefer it offline because online education doesn't mean you're actually interacting with the teachers or there's no physical interaction of any kind. So that's not really a good part of it. Yes, online is necessary sometimes, but it's something we should not compulsory keep doing. Physical interaction is much more important. I would support that. Thank you.
Thank you. How do you think that different systems of education challenge kids?
Okay, from what I have seen, for example, I've had friends who are pursuing undergraduate degree like me in a similar subject but in the United States. So when I interacted with them, I figured out that the way they learn stuff, it is mostly practical based, whereas if I compare it to how I learn things, it is very theoretical. So the advantage that these guys have is that, for example, I'm pursuing biotechnology. So these guys who are pursuing their degree in United States have a lot of lab experience and they're very good with practicals, whereas they lack a lot of theoretical knowledge. They might not know certain concepts. So this is where we have an advantage, that even though we might lack practical knowledge, but we have a lot of knowledge with respect to theories and multiple topics. So I think these are the challenges. That this was just an example, but then as the education system changes, there are a few things that we might miss out on that others are good at, but then vice versa. So I think that's the only challenge.
Okay. So ma'am, what are your thoughts on education?
Okay. First of all, I'll wish you all happy World Education Day. My thoughts or my opinion or views on education is, I feel education is fundamental right for everyone, and education just not help oneself to improve, but it will also contribute to the growth and successfulness of the society. So seek education in the field whatever is interested of yours, and try to apply it in solving the problems of the society or the locality from where you are growing and try to apply theoretical knowledge into practical things. That's how you can learn the concepts very wisely, and just have some good views, like long term views, have some long term goals, then divide it in short term goals. Focus on the needs of the society, how you can educate yourself so that you will be resourceful to solve those problems. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. If you want to invent new policies in education, then can you tell us any four of it if you want to?
I feel education system right now is good, but it can be better if we add a few policies like giving practical or real life based situation, or education to students. Then working, there are students who have skills, very good skills, like in arts, crafts, music, sports, etc. I think importance to that should also be given, obviously in balance to the normal education too. But students who perceive sports, arts, and extracurricular activities should be given an upper hand. And I think financial literacy is also something that can be added to the education policy, and it is very necessary for the students to learn financial or how to be financially independent. And last but not the least, skill based workshops, campaigns, where they can understand what kind of skills to gain, from where they could gain. I think these are a few important segments that education could be looked upon. And I think that's it.
One thing that is the best experience throughout your education journey.
Okay, so when I was still in US and I was in kindergarten, our faculty decided to take us to a nature park because we had to study about leaves, like different types of leaves, their features and stuff like that. So she made us go out around the park and like collect leaves and make a scrapbook and then write down the features that we saw on our own to make us learn that subject. So I think that type of learning and that memory that I have has been my most precious memory so far when it's come to education.
Happy International Education Day, all of you. So my view on education is that education is what? It's knowledge, right? So we need knowledge, like we get knowledge not only from college or school or anything, like we get knowledge from everywhere. Like it's based on observation, right? Observation, doing things practically. Like it's not just like reading and writing paper or mugging it up, nothing. Like we should also know about the practical things, everything. So my concept, like I would say, is that giving knowledge is like sharing knowledge, and if we give knowledge, will increase our knowledge, like it will not get reduced. One thing we could say that in this world, one thing like knowledge is only the thing that nobody can steal out.
Yes.
Right? Anyone can steal any other things, like with us, like it may be money or anything, property, but the knowledge is that nobody can steal it out. Okay, that comes to ourselves, and if we provide that knowledge, it will increase more and more. So that is one of the quality of the knowledge. That is what is education is. So this all message should be conveyed to everyone further. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So hello चैतन्य, अब कैसा लग रहा है तुम्हें कैमरा के इस साइड आने के बाद?
Yeah, it was a great experience. Thank you, Omardeep, for handling the camera now. What was the question again?
Okay, so you have been involved in lots of extracurricular activities, which are the skills. So what is your take on skill building?
Yes, the skill which I am having and which I am following now is the graphic designing, and it has been a great experience till now. For now, I would suggest the beginner students just to grab those opportunities blindly. May it be small, may it be big, and accept those opportunities and work on it, so that you will be able to find your particular skill set.
Okay, do you want to bring any changes in education through our club and this movement?
Okay, so one thing that I would like according to my opinion, it's better that we make an awareness to people that education is not only about grades, because nowadays we know that there are a lot of suicidal rates among students, those who are going to give their entrance exam and all. So it's because of their study pressure, like they have to excel, they have to come in the top list and all. So I think that it would be better if we tell people, if we tell their parents, their students, that education is nahi ki you have to bring 100 or 100 marks तुम्हें लेके आना, ऐसा नहीं है. You have to get that knowledge कि पढ़ाई क्या होता है. You have to do hard work, but if you fail by any chance, there are other doors open. So this understanding we have to bring among students, and also we have to tell them about mental health, because that is a very important factor in a student's life. So अगर ये दो चीज़ें if we are able to do through awareness, then that would be a great idea.
Thank you.